Okay, welcome to episode 9. Here we go. Spoilers ahead, like I said, and also just a little disclaimer, this is my own personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Okay, to each their own. I respect yours if you respect mine. Let's just get that out of the way. If you haven't seen my episode 8 debriefing, definitely go back there and watch it because this is a continuation of that, okay? Episode 9, there was no performances. This was literally just setting up the stage for the finale, which is going to be on January 24th. And as of the filming of this video, it's literally tomorrow. It's literally tomorrow, okay? I'm trying to get this out as fast as I can. And like I said in my previous video, my episode 8 debriefing, I'm editing this very minimally so I can get this out before the finale. But anyway, episode 9, this was literally just setting up the stage for the finale. We basically get to see 13 trainees being eliminated in this one. We only get to see 21 trainees move on to the final episode, so basically 7 per team. And the finals will be held to crown the winning team. So what this means is that one team, unless there is a twist, I know there's been a lot of discourse about like, oh my gosh, there might be a twist that they're gonna do for the final episode, but one team will win, Team Rhythm, Team Beat, or Team Groove, and that will be the debut lineup. There are 7 members in each team. That is the concept, okay? Also, we find out what M means in Prism, and that means move. 21 that are advancing to the final episode, basically determined by fan votes and also director selection. It's pretty predictable on who's gonna be part of each team's lineup because it's usually the most popular members, and we've seen that in all the other episodes whenever they would announce the individual ranking. That part is kind of predictable. Unpredictable part of this episode is truly the director selection, because in this episode they can choose from any team. Okay? Not just their team. So that was interesting. That kind of like embodied the whole move part of Prism. Fan selection was through the global fan voting results. Rhythm was clearly the league match winner, considering that they have scored really high in the combined total of the live voting and also the online voting results. Next was Team Groove and then Team Beat. Based on these rankings, the advancement spots were distributed as follows. So for Team Rhythm, 5 members were going to be advancing, purely based on, the global fan voting results. In Team Groove, since they are second, 3 members will be advancing, and Beat, 1 member was going to advance. When it comes to the individual advancements via global voting, 14.8 million votes were casted, practically 15 million votes. That is crazy. In 193 countries. What a global audience. That is one heck of a global audience, okay? For Team Beat, 1 spot, it was kind of predictable, okay? Cha Woon-ki consistently been the top pick for Team Beat. He was 7th overall. When they were announcing that he advanced, it was honestly it's bittersweet for him. Obviously he's happy. Okay, obviously he's happy. Let me just say that. He's happy. But it is also very, very bittersweet for him. It was clear that he was sad realizing that he might be leaving behind some of these Team Beat members, right? Especially Jino and Kairi. Those 3 have been really, really close with each other because not only are they the same age, but I felt like all 3 of them have jointly led the group together. And honestly, their bond with each other has been the highlight of the show. Team Beat, yeah, like I said, they've been in the trenches. They've trauma bonded. I love them. Honestly, they're so endearing to me. Truly, truly hope that this man debuts finally. Groove got 3 spots. The 3rd spot and 12th overall went to Kenta. When his name was being announced, a lot of them were saying omedetou, which means congratulations in Japanese. He's very, very humble, honestly. He seems like just a genuinely nice guy, and I'm really, really happy for him. Second is Ju-young, which it's so funny because he did not expect to be taking over the 2nd spot for Groove. He was 10th overall. He is actually a pretty popular pick, and I'm so happy for that because I also have been voting for Ju-young. Like, I love him. He's just so talented and such a great personality as well. I'm happy that he's advancing. I think he was also like worried that if he will advance because he didn't get to perform at all in the last round. But I'm so happy that he's able to advance. Oh my god. And then obviously 1st place is Park Han. He is ranked 5th overall, which is crazy to me. I think he should be higher. When they announced I think it was before they announced him, JL was already like, Honey Young, which is like, I honestly love JL and Park Han's dynamic. It's very sun and moon. That sun and moon dynamic is always so dear to me, okay? The way he calls him Han Hyung is just makes me cry. When he said his speech, really nervous. I feel like he was just really overwhelmed by the support. As someone who just never really knew how the audience would respond to him, since he has been in the dungeon for years. He's just literally been training in front of a mirror. Him having this moment and him seeing how much loved he is so endearing, and I'm just truly happy for Park Han. Rhythm got 5 spots as the winner of the league match. 5th was Ju-won. He is 6th overall. Very, very popular. When his name got called, like literally Yang said, our pride. He is our pride. This is our Ju-won. Uri Ju-won. Egi Urangi. Even his groove teammates were like, Uri Ju-won. Like, he is so well loved. He is just so well loved, and I'm so happy for Ju-won. Like, he's so adorable. Okay, it was such a full circle moment for him when basically he said like he was the first one to sit in the rhythm seat during like the audition process, right, on the pick round of the show, and now he is also the first one to make it to the debut line for Team Rhythm. And I'm like, oh my god, we really have come a long way, Ju-won. Love that for you. 4th is Tian. He is 4th overall as well. The entire time when they were waiting in the locker rooms on who gets to be called, right? This is the most I've seen Tian very talkative, because he's very introverted and he's just like, he's pretty quiet, you know, but the way that he is very talkative because he is so nervous is so funny and adorable. When he did his speech, Yu-Gyeom and El Capitan were like really impressed by his Korean. He was like, damn, when did he get so fluent? 3rd, Jang Shuaibo. He is also 3rd overall, another popular king. His signature smirk is everything to me. I love a good smirk. I love an idol who can do a good smirk. It shows off their charisma real well, and Jang Shuaibo has charisma written all over his face. It was so endearing to see his camaraderie with Moongi, because y'all know they've been through Boys Planet together, so they trauma bonded about that one too. But when he was getting called for Team Rhythm, as he was making his way to the rhythm seats and he saw Moongi and they were just like happy for each other, I was like, please make them debut together, please. 2nd, Steven. 2nd overall as well. The team celebrated so much. It was so adorable to see that the whole Team Rhythm really celebrated Steven being called. Like, that is their leader right there. That is just a testament to Steven's leadership. They love him for real. They showed how Park Han was genuinely happy for him. Steven and Park Han are actually very, very close. I feel like they bonded during their Siren group stage. I just need Park Han to debut with Steven as well. And then 1st overall and 1st pick for Rhythm, not a surprise, JL, who had 1 million votes. That is fucking insane. He is such a popular king. When they said that, I was like, my jaw was on the ground. I was like, that is crazy. It was Nam Do-yeon. He was like, oh my god, JL, he's talented and popular. Wow, what a lucky guy. It's like, yeah, you're so right. Everyone was so shocked about his votes. He was also visibly shaken. You can tell he was so nervous because he really did not expect that. And I was like, oh my god, JL, let me hug you right now, okay? Also, the way he did his speech, you can tell he is very media trained. You have a way of really expressing yourself very, very eloquently, JL, especially when you are being overwhelmed by your emotions. We move on to the director picks. So this is like a free-for-all. Like I said, they could choose from any other team, like not just their own team. But I felt like ultimately the directors really prioritize maintaining team dynamics, because when we go through all the picks that they chose, I mean, aside from Team B that was picking from other teams because they, you know, they don't have enough members anyway, I feel like Rhythm and Groove's picks were just, I'm truly just picking to maintain the dynamic of the team, right? For Rhythm, they get 2 picks because they already have 5. First pick was Daisuke, who is 8th overall, so he's really, really popular as well. And Jongho was 14th overall. It wasn't surprising to me that they chose Jongho because they literally just traded him in. Come on, like, and also it's also pretty strategic because like Jongho is really, really popular, so having that in their team, that's a good strategy, right? If they didn't pick the 2 that they picked, I feel like Hanso would also be a good pick for Rhythm. Even though he does match Beat a lot, because that's where he started, his like really high energy performances would really shine in Rhythm. So I think he would have been a good choice for them. Sirin as well, like I feel like Sirin could have gone back to Rhythm. Like that would have been nice. Groove had 4 picks. Changsub picked Kyungho. I honestly think this is a good choice. Kyungho really just elevates their dance levels. Like he is such a good dancer and also a good performance leader and leader in general. Felt like it was a very obvious choice for me. Hanso picked for his rapping. Amazing. I think maybe that's why Taehyung didn't pick Hanso. He is a good dancer, but also he is really most known for his rapping, and I feel like they have pretty good rappers in Rhythm already. Steven can rap, Juwon can rap, JL we saw could rap as well. So I think maybe that's what they were looking at, so that's why I didn't pick Hanso, but Changsub did pick Hanso, and I feel like he needed Hanso more than Rhythm would have. But it would have been interesting if Heejun, oh my god, my charismatic thing. My charismatic king. Oh, I love Heejun so much. I am so glad that he survived. I saw this one TikTok of someone zooming in on Heejun when Rhythm was making their picks, because they were saying how like maybe Heejun was kind of like anticipating of going back to Rhythm. That literally broke me, because although I personally think that Heejun fits Groove more, okay, like his visuals, his style and everything, he has really shown up for Groove. When you look at their content, their vlogs and everything, you can tell that Heejun is really close to Team Rhythm members, and I'm like, he must just wants to be back with his friends and family, okay? But I am so glad that Heejun survived. You have no idea how much I love Heejun, okay? Like, I've supported him since episode 2, I guess, when I saw him just like really wanting to make it past the audition round. And we saw how he is such a good leader with Team Rhythm Bench. If there is a way that he can debut, I will be here for it, okay? It's just so charming to me, and honestly, he is such a great personality. When he was saying his speech, he was so emotional, and honestly, I wanted to cry so bad. I love Heejun. And then the last pick for group was Gijung. He is ranked 25th overall. This pick, I feel like, I mean, they're all really talented. Groove has a really stacked bench. Nothing against Gijung, but I thought he would have also picked Jo for some reason. Like, I think Jo really has shown up a lot, but when Changsub was choosing his pick, he was like, I needed someone that was desperate. And then Gijung seems to be that. Because at the end of the day, you know, I see where he's going. Because when you are truly desperate, you know, you will definitely shine. That may be his rationale. I honestly also thought he could have picked Siren as well. Because if you're bringing a vocally strong team to the final, Siren would have like really complimented his team as well. But speaking of Siren, he did go to Beat. Okay, let's talk about him real quick. So Beat got 6 picks. One of them is Siren, who is ranked 18th overall. Thank goodness. I believe when the show was just starting, he was in the bottom of individual rankings, but then obviously we saw how talented he is. So thank God he has risen in the overall rankings. Yes. The fact that Kyrie really pointed out that he's technically a 3 pick because he's moved from one team to another. So he started in Rhythm, then Groove, and now Beat. That was funny. And he is right. He is a 3 pick because he is that talented. Kyrie was obviously the most obvious choice. He is ranked 17th overall. He has been 2nd for Team Beat. I love Kyrie. He is recognized for his dance skills. We already know that he is the main dancer. He is a performance leader. Seeing him and Woongi go through the trenches and truly just work their ass off to get to the final just is so touching too. I love Kyrie. I've also been voting for him. Jino, 22nd, ranked 22nd. It was also an obvious choice. Him, Kyrie, and Woongi have been consistently the top members for Team Beat. He was picked for his leadership. He is honestly such a good leader. Kim, Heejun, Kyungho, and Steven have totally been the top leaders of the show. So Jino, his reaction was so precious. I just love him. He is so funny to me. Every time that man speaks, I'm like cracking up. So happy for Jino. Yuito is 30th overall. He also cried when he got picked. I was like, you deserve that, bestie, okay? You deserve that spot. And then we talked about Siren already. And then Zen was also picked. Thank God. Okay, Ten and Yang were so happy about this pick. They were like, hopefully someone takes him. And it's so funny because it's come also full circle for him. And not only has he moved like through different teams as well, but they said that he originally wanted to be in Beat. So he manifested this in a way, in some way, shape, or form. Finally, eventually found his way to Beat. And then Dongyun. So I don't know much about Dongyun, but he was in my radar, I think, a couple episodes back. Because there was something, I forgot which episode it was, that he kind of stood out to me. Obviously, he's very talented. I think when he was in Rhythm, he didn't really get to shine as much. Obviously, he didn't get to perform in the 7 stages. I don't know if he's just fallen off, but the fact that they've given him another chance, I'm excited to see what he can showcase. Because he literally, I forget what episode he stood out to me, but I know he has that potential. So for him to survive the cut and make it to the final, I'm excited. I'm excited to see him hopefully slay. I think Jo would have been also a good pick. Also, Lizano, I wanted someone to save Lizano. I love Lizano. He is so stable and such a dance king as well. Mac is such a good personality. There's just so many people that I wanted saved, which is probably one of the biggest problems of the show, right? Everyone's so freaking damn talented. So you kind of just want everyone to just debut already. Like, please, is it too late to have a 17? You already have like a freaking unit. Everyone has a very distinct personality when it comes to the teams. Or give me NCT. I don't fucking know. Just make it. I know I'm being delusional here, okay? But I'm so attached to these trainees. Like, I'm so sad. We truly have come to the end of the show. Anyway, I'm excited to see the finale. I guess my thing right now is, since we are coming to the finale, one of the biggest things that I'm that has been the consistent gripe about this show is obviously the voting system. It wasn't clear in the beginning. There was a lot of confusion. The team concept, I said I really like in the beginning because it's unique, right? I've never heard about it before. And like I said, as a sports girly, okay, I'm a soccer fan and everything, and seeing some of the soccer elements and maybe other sports as well, like baseball and maybe basketball, it was a very unique concept, okay, and I was excited about that. But honestly, I think it complicated a lot of things, good and bad. Like, maybe this is something that, like, hey, maybe this is something that we can expect in the future of survival shows, right? Like, different concepts like this, innovative, maybe unique concepts like this. But at the same time, it does pose some sort of unfairness as well, because, like, personally for me, I've been voting individually. A lot of my picks are like scattered in different groups. I am not married to one team, honestly, and it's like, it's so hard for me right now as we get to only pick one team and one pick. In my head, I'm like, do I truly have a one pick? Like, the 3 aces alone, I can't fucking choose. JL, Parkon, and Woongi. That is the caliber of talent that we have in the show. And I'm like, I fear if I choose, it'll be the greatest sin. Okay, I'm being dramatic right here, but like, I love all 3 of them and I love all the trainees so much. There are some trainees that I'm like, damn, I don't know if they'll debut, but I truly wish the best for them. So I was talking to my friends that I've been bonding over a Universe League with. Shout out to Miss Rhodey and EJ. We were literally like, if there was gonna be a cunty unit, I would want Kyrie, Heejun, Jooyoung to be in it. Give us those 3 in a unit or something. Those 3 would fucking slay. That's my cunty unit right there. Anyway, I can't wait to see the finale. Maybe I would do a live. I don't know yet. But let me get this out for you guys for now. Follow me on YouTube. I might make an announcement there or might just go live all of a sudden. You know what? It would be fun to do a live. You guys watch me watch the finale. But don't ever spoil anything because I will literally get so mad. Anyway, see y'all. This was really good. I'm so sorry. The quality of this is not as good as my other ones. Bear with me. I've been so busy and my anxiety has been so high. I've been dealing with a lot of things, but I can't wait to, you know, see this show through the end with you all. But yeah, this has been so fun. I'll see you guys on the finale. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe this is the end.